Good morning, it's Grandma Roseanne. Thank you for coming. We're going to make carbonara today. It is an outstanding recipe and so quick and so fast. So we're going to start out with pancetta. If you're not familiar with it, this is what it looks like. Okay? Now, I will also tell you that it is a little expensive. So if you are, this little piece right here was like $6, okay? So if you're not able to do that, you can substitute bacon, okay? It'll have a little bit of different taste, but it's going to be good. What you want to do then is we want to cut it into smaller pieces. And what I have here is 4 ounces, which is just perfect for cameraman and I. If you want something really fast and really delicious, you guys, this is something you can do on a weeknight, and it's super delicious, or you can fancy it up and have it as a brunch. Alrighty. Now we're going to cut this into little strips here, just like that. And you know who's going to love this recipe is my daughter-in-law, Danielle. Danielle, you got to make this. You're going to love it. There. All right, now come with me to the stove. What I have here is a pan that I have already started heating up, and I'm going to put that just like on a medium to medium-low heat, because I want this to render, but I want it to do it slowly. I don't want it to really crisp up really fat, because I want to get as much of the grease out as I can get, because we're going to use it. Because remember, what is grease? Grease is flavor. Now over here I have a pan cooking with pasta, water, and I am using angel hair pasta because if you watch our channel, you'll know that Mr. Spoil Pants over there, cameraman, only likes this kind of pasta. But if you were going to make it traditionally, you would use a regular spaghetti. We're going to come back and put that pasta in a couple of minutes, but I don't want it to get in too far ahead of our pancetta cooking. Beautiful, beautiful pancetta. All right, now we need to come over here because now we're going to make the sauce, which is ever so simple. I have 4 eggs. You want to beat them up. There's no cream in this, but when you see it, you're going to swear there's a cream sauce there, and there's not. And to this, I am adding 5 ounces of Parmesan cheese. Now I have grated this very fine, and I just took a big chunk of it, popped it in my Cuisinart, and just let it grind up. This is going to be our sauce. And it's kind of important, the Parmesan that you use. You can buy it already pre-grated, and it's probably not the best for you to use, simply because that generally has a coating on it and it doesn't melt down as nicely. But if you buy the wedge, it's really delicious. And then you can either use just a hand grater like that, or a Cuisinart if you have it, and you mix it up, and it's so nice. It really makes such a difference in the flavor. So I think if you can, you find that. And then also when you find the wedges like that, there's a rind on the side of it. You cut that rind off, and I throw that rind into soups when I'm making it, and it just gives an outrageous flavor to it. So you can use all of it, even the rind. This is Sunday morning for us, and I don't think that there's anything nicer than getting ourselves something beautiful like this for a brunch for cameraman and I, and then we're going to just cuddle up on the couch and watch football. What a great Sunday that is. And as your pancetta is cooking, you want to go ahead and just add some pepper to it. Do not add salt, not at this point, simply because the pancetta is very, very salty. So you want to be able to control the end result of this, so don't put any salt in now. You may need some later. I rather doubt it, but at least be careful not to use it at this stage. It's rendering nicely, isn't it? Look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to put the pasta in. twist your pasta and drop it. And see what it does? Isn't that so cool? And I've got liberal salt in that pasta water. This is the only opportunity you're going to get to flavor your pasta. So you want to do it now, and you want to do it generously. Now we're coming along really nicely on this, but I want to remove some of that grease. So come here and take a look. We do want some of that in there, but we don't want that much. So what I'm going to do is just reserve it over here for topping it. But that was just a little bit too much in there. But it's rendering really nicely. All right, so our pancetta has rendered. I pulled quite a bit. I pulled probably 1/4 of a cup of grease out of there. We left some in here for flavor. And now we want just like a cup of pasta water. And what we have just done is we have deglazed that pan. So all of those beautiful bits that were down in there, stuck to the bottom, are now part of our sauce. Do not drain this pasta. You just fish it out and add it. Now, we mix it all in, just like this. Now we have our eggs and our Parmesan cheese here. This is where you're going to have to work kind of fast, all right? Let me get another utensil here. The reason we want to work kind of fast is we don't want to cook the eggs into scrambled egg. We don't want that. So here you're just going to mix it up just like this. I have my heat off at this time. And this is making a gorgeous cheese sauce at this time. We did good here. Come look, cameraman. No scrambled eggs, but look at the sauce that's in there. That's beautiful, you guys. Look at that. And nothing got scrambled. Alrighty. So it's time to plate, and I will meet you at the counter in 1 minute. I grated Parmesan cheese. This one I did with just a plain grater like that, simply because the one that went into the sauce, I wanted it to melt quickly. This one I wanted to have more of a presence and more of a show on it. So just like that. You have your pancetta, you have your beautiful pasta, you have your great sauce. Hey, here we go. Best part of the morning. A little bit of pancetta in there, a little bit of pasta, a little bit more pancetta. Like I can get it on that fork. Bon appetit. Really good. That pancetta with this egg pasta is amazing. So, I'm going to leave you ingredients below so you can make it. And remember, if you can't do pancetta, bacon will work. It'll be good. And then subscribe, because it's always fun for us when we look the next morning and you guys have subscribed. Hit the little button up there, the bell, so you'll know when we come back. Now I'm going to plate this up for a cameraman, and we're going to go watch some football. Bye.